Okay, so today I wanted to share a little bit an orchestral section that's been inside this song for quite a long time. I started this song mainly based on the main chorus melody, which is actually where is the main chorus? Main chorus here. So main chorus. You guys want the synth or the guitars? Let's stay true and play the guitars. Anyway, these are the guitar melodies. No, it's not this one. Where is it? Lead one. So this is basically the main melody, the main theme melody of the whole song. So I guess there are sometimes that there is some kind of inspiration strike, and I wrote an orchestral part based on that. I guess it's kind of my I don't know, getting used to be like a habit when I make a song during the last years. So where I include a big orchestral part inside the song, but you have a melody, you can derive the main chords for this melody, or you have the chords and you can, let's say, extrapolate to the main melody. But the base are the chords and the theme is the melody. But this orchestral part, it's based on the melody, on the main melody, but it's a different kind of underlayer, which if you listen to it, it doesn't remind, every time I listen to it, it doesn't remind me of something, but it really matches well with the theme melody. So I wrote the theme melody back in 2014, 15, and then I revisited this back in 2017 or something like that, 2018, and then I've been carrying it on through the years until I sit down, like now, to finalize this song. So anyway, for the orchestra parts today, we have the main area was the main section is full of Albion, and I have like a full orchestral samples here. So it starts like this. It starts low and it goes in ascending climax, so to speak. Wait, this is channel 5. Oh, here. Brass mid long. And we have strings short pizzicato. Then we have one of my favorite Glockenspiel and Celesta is from Berlin Percussion. These two here. I actually bought this library. Like, these two were the spark for me to buy this library. You can buy them separately if you want, like only these two instruments out of the library, but I started like that, and then there was an offer, and I couldn't resist. So anyway, by themselves. I mean, it's so beautiful, beautiful sounding. And then the Celesta. And both of them together, they complement each other really well. So, yeah. Let me mute the percussion here. Where is it? Mute, okay. So, basically the first part which is the only part that I didn't adjust the volume with automation, but I added the expression layers with the faders in order to take it from low velocity to high velocity like this. So right. Then it drops again. And then a little bit louder, like more forte. And this is an interesting part because there are woodwinds entering here, and another instance of the brass mid, but long. The first one was the short, which is like for the staccato parts. So the woodwinds sound really great here. And very dramatic. So this is an interesting note. I'm not an expert in orchestral arrangement or something like that, just I follow my ear. So that was an interesting note because it doesn't go directly to the target of the root note, let's say, or the supposed to go note. Like this one. Which sounds like a kind of dissonance and not well. So basically the brass matches the note well, but the woodwinds, they are so the winds play like this, and then the brass plays like so it sounds a little bit dissonant, but this brings like a nice dark mystery element to the whole thing. So I get it like this. And then what else we have? Right, another low part in terms of ascending or descending climactic aspect. But now we have also piano. This is emotional piano from Soundiron. Yeah, Soundiron here. So right. Then do we leave anything outside? Are we including everything? Yeah. What else plays here? Oh, 3, these 2, and then and then we have some Omnisphere parts also here, which they're really cool actually. Again, everything is based on the main melody. This play like this, like a pluck. So, but these play together with what? The woodwinds and string short pizzicato. So like, I don't know, this just came to my mind back then, I guess. So which is completely irrelevant with the main melody. Just, it was, I don't know, part of my brain signaling like, this kind of thing here. So this is a very old idea of mine. So what I tried to do here is I could write scratch all that and write a full orchestra from the beginning, but I decided to keep it as it is in order to basically preserve, so to speak, my back then kind of state of mind, state of writing. So, but what I did is like I added some some gaps between the MIDI information for the I don't know, like woodwinds and brass, which require breathing. So brass, for example, as you can see here, there are gaps to leave sufficient amount of time for the player, virtual player, to take a breath, so to speak, and just make it a little bit more realistic. As you can see, the velocities are a little bit different. These parts are like clicked in, some other parts are like this is written, and then some other parts I just played them in. And then after this section here, we have another step up in climax. The low woods and the low brass and the mid brass. And this is the final step before the full climax of the orchestra. I guess this the strings long CS. This must be, I don't know. This is channel 10. So let's see what this is. Channel 10. Channel 10. Just strings long. Yeah, it's not concertina. Anyway, so like I left this part to play like this. Basically, I had this idea only for the strings, and I didn't have anything else to complement get filled by the other instruments. So this is a little bit tricky. By listening to it like this throughout the years, it stuck me like this, and now I know this part. Yeah, the song plays like this. Like this is kind of a tricky part, because one's mind can stuck in this kind of idea. Like if you don't finalize something, grab the inspiration and like flesh it out on spot and finish it as fast as you can, then this could remain, and then I say, oh, this I can work on it a little bit later and a little bit later, and years passing, and it stays like this. And then I'm so used to listen to this part with this, it's grown to me so much that I feel that it's part of the song, and maybe I will leave it like this. But I don't know, to the outside person, how does it sound. But anyway, so I think that the climax needs to repeat one more time here. It cuts a little bit abruptly also. So what else plays here? Celesta, Glockenspiel, and emotional piano, and another piano. What is that? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Sounds good, actually. There is also this broken clock. This is another really awesome library, the Kinetic Metal. This kind of tail that it leaves behind is very interesting, because as you see, I left only this part here, small part. It's actually, it goes like this, but I left it there for the tail. And then this tail, like, I'm gonna play this without this part. Yeah, without this part. You cannot hear anything else in the end, in the tail, but this kind of broken clock element of this library, it gives a really nice, tasteful tail. And then we have a run here, and it looks like this run, I played it in, like, I don't remember, anyway, but it's not like preset from the library, like runs, so it sounds okay. I mean, I could probably go down the rabbit hole and search for a bit more sophisticated run from other libraries, or even some of the Spitfire libraries, or even the Albion one. But if it sounds good, yeah. And then, yeah, that's about the orchestral. So yeah, that's about like songwriting aspect of this. And then what I'm doing with the orchestral, this idea I got from the one and only Tom Holkenborg, who he's truly a legend. So anyway, what he does is, he said in one of his videos, where's the Albion? Okay, here's the Albion is here. So as you can see, the different color means different library. So this is Omnisphere, this is Berlin Percussion, this is Albion, the other is Cassette Symphony from Spitfire, this is more Berlin Percussion. Yeah, these are horns in this. Yeah, muted brass from Berlin Percussion. Anyway, I added many things about the song. So anyway, in front of this library, I put an SSL 4000E console. And I use this TMT technology, which SSL they provide is really nice because it takes this contact instance and passes it through a different kind of stereo numbering channel from a virtual console, let's say. So this is for the Berlin Percussion, and then, for example, for the Albion, it's this one. This, as you can see, it passes from number 1, 2, the other passes number 33, 34, and then, let's say, emotional piano passes through 9 and 10. So, by passing through different channels, its library gives it a much more, how to say, realistic in the analog world, so to speak. And then I even have in the Omnisphere, which is electronic, but it doesn't matter, 48, 49. So you randomize the channel through here. But the only difference that I didn't follow Tom Holkenborg's specific exact technique is that he renders each part, like these strings, this woodwinds here, in audio, and then on each audio, on each separate instrument, he adds this kind of SSL 4000E console. So each instrument passing through a different stereo track on the console, so much more realistic, much more depth, much more enhanced. But anyway, I didn't want to go too far with this, so to speak. So okay, let's have a listen one last time, all the parts together, and wrap it up for today's. Here, let's add them all. Yeah, anyway, it sounds really good for a part that I wrote back then, so I'm gonna leave it like that. It gives the listener, at least to my ears, what I was intended to give, and it has this spark, and it's like going through a dark place and then getting out again, which leads to the next section, which is the continuation of the song. Anyway, that's what I wanted to share today. Hope you guys liked it. If you have any questions or some comments or something I'm doing wrong and I could do it much more easier, please let me know, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.